Good day, everyone. Ogu Emmanuel is my name. The title of my today's video is I Need All My Church Tithes Now or. Please, if you are new in this channel, you are highly welcome. And a special thanks to all my returning subscribers. I came across a video that really touched me from this social media space, so I decided to share it. A lot of Nigerians have refused to open their eyes, being closed by our so-called GOs. Now, reality has started opening the eyes of many, like Mr. Onyema, that you will soon see in a video that is coming. You know, Nigeria is a country blessed by God, but sometimes when you look around, you are tempted to ask one or two questions for the evidence of these so-called blessings around us or around the country. After all, we are told in the book of Malachi chapter 3, from verse 8, verse 10 to 12, that if we pay our tithe, there will be blessings and positive changes in our life. But in Nigeria, religion has messed the mind of so many people up. So as an opium of the masses, just like Karma said, religion is fast making us blind at per second billing. And for lack of knowledge, many Nigerians are perishing by the day. People are losing it. Sometimes you begin to wonder what is going on. So the last time I checked, Nigeria happens to be the most fertile ground for mind control and manipulation center when it comes to anything concerning religion. So our so-called religious leaders are busy enjoying the harvest from this fertile mind of these blind people. That is the followers or the gullible ones. No wonder the GOs, our GOs, are always competing amongst themselves for earthly possessions with the promise of preparing you for the way to the kingdom of God. I wonder the kind of kingdom they are preparing you for, if not for their own. I still wonder. They grow fatter by the day, smiling to their banks without any conscience for their mugu. They don't even consider their followers, the gullible ones following them, which is the tithe payers and the offering guys. So the last mugu that opened his eyes was, although very late, was Mr. Onyema, whose SOS video is trending in almost every social media space. As a Christian myself, and once a religious mugu or a victim, I know how that man in this trending video feels. I know. I've been there before. So if not that, the current situation of Nigeria did push his head against a concrete pillar, against a hard wall, he wouldn't have started singing this live song of respite to Pastor Paul Enenche. That is the GO of the Dunamis Church. So what our so-called men of God knows best is money, 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 and money and no other thing. That is the only thing they are very good at. That is the only thing they know how best to handle. The salvation of your soul is not part of their agenda. Religious mugus are being produced like virus every day, every second, every minute. Their production is nothing. You can't, it's very easy. So the kind of tax-free money these smart GOs, without any iota of conscience, makes in Nigeria from all these still blind and gullible followers is nothing to write home about. So if you are in the diaspora, maybe you decided to visit Nigeria, Sometimes we begin to look for these so-called blessings around, upon all the prayers, all the prophecies, crusades, binding and casting by these smart GOs. Nigeria is still one of the poorest and the poverty capital on the face of this earth. You know, blessed with 3 most richest pastors, endowed with 3 world most largest church auditoriums. And at the same time, we have the world poorest population. Isn't it appalling? That's why you can never find any dividends of the whole prayers, fasting, crusades, binding and casting in this country working. So, even with all the collections of every kind of church offerings under the sun, not to talk of tithes, have not changed the situation of Nigeria. Instead, Nigeria is getting worse by the day. So the story of this man over the social media space begging, appealing to Pastor Paul for the refund of his tithe is one amongst many. Millions of other gullible followers are so blind. They don't know. They don't know that they can escape from this setup. They don't know that they can escape from this business they have been using to. They used to make this guy a cash cow. I mean, Mr. Onyema. You know, we have many of his type in all these business centers. Churches. Crime, mourning, dying silently. You know, waiting for the first person to shout, "Hey!" like Mr. Onyema. Before that, we'll come and join them. They are waiting for the first person. They are dying there silently, looking for the first person to shout, "Hey!" before they will shout their own. You know, so I will not say much. You know, so please watch this helpless man who is not shouting for what is holding him to leave him, but rather he is shouting for the world to hear his cry for help.
My name is Mazi Chukwudiaso Onyema. Please, I want to make an appeal to Senior Pastor, Dunamis International Gospel Center, Senior Pastor Paul Eneche. Please, I want to make an appeal to you and to Bible God. There is a lot of trouble in Nigeria now, hunger, and so many things that I don't want to mention. Please, the bank has failed me, the government has failed me, where that I invested my money has failed me. I was making a research in my library and I discovered that I have an investment in the kingdom of God. I'm no longer interested in that kingdom again. There is a Bible verse that you use to convince me to invest in heaven. In Matthew chapter 6, verse number 19, which says, "Lay not up for yourself treasure upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourself treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also." Because of this Bible verse that you taught us, it moves me to start laying treasure in heaven with the tithe booklet that you gave to me. Look at the tithe booklet here. We call it Kingdom Investment. I started investing. I have a lot of money there. I went through it. I saw that I made a lot of money in the kingdom of God now.
Book of Malachi chapter 3, verse 8. Thank God for people like Daddy Freeze and others who came out with these mind-blowing revelations, debunking tithe or tithing. That is the reason no pastor in Nigeria or any other church guy man, I mean all those ones who also reap from the church, they can never see anything good in Daddy Freeze or the work he does. You know, not to talk of listening to him. They can never. You see, so one of the most powerful biblical passages this smart guy, this God of men, men of God uses to make you invest in their kingdom is, it's so many, you have it so many, but let me give you this one. If you go to the book of Acts, chapter 4, verse 32, they normally stops at the first line of 35. That is the verse 35, which says, and they laid everything they brought at the feet of the apostles. Nigerian pastors, they don't play with this particular verse, this part of the book of Acts. They don't play with it. I'll come again. And they laid everything they brought at the feet of the apostles. They will stop there. They can never go forward to complete that particular verse. You know, so after that, they can never tell you those things they brought to the feet of the apostles. They can never tell you that it was distributed to each according to their needs. No, they cannot. But they will only stop that they brought it at the feet of the apostle. You know, in Nigeria, everything these GOs gather from all these gullible members like Mr. Onyema and co. will be brought to the feet of the Nigerian GOs to cater for their hush puppy lifestyle. Private investment like expensive schools, housing estates, banking, private helicopters, private jets, etc. So many expensive lifestyle things. You begin to wonder whether people like Mr. Onyema and others, and other gullible people like him, you know, and the present condition of Nigeria were considered before writing that part of the book called Malachi. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. Mr. Onyema's eyes was opened because of the present situation of Nigeria, the changes, and him not meeting up with the current economic realities in our country today. He said while he was going through his library, he discovered he had made some reasonable financial investments in the kingdom of this smart God of man. Man of God. So he decided that he's no longer interested in that kingdom again. He demanded for the peaceful refund of all his paid tithes in the Dunamis Church that belongs to Pastor Paul Enenche. You know, he said he doesn't want to insult anyone. His reason is that he's no longer interested in that kingdom of heaven again.
I am no longer interested. I don't want to die in hunger before my time. Please, I am no longer interested of the kingdom of God there. If you see me that day there, send me out. I am no longer interested. Please, can you refund me my money? I will be happy. I'm a full member. I joined your church in the year 2008. In 2011, I became a full member. I went for membership class. I was given a certificate of membership. I still furthermore for disciple and leadership. I got my certificate. At the end, I still furthermore for diploma, Dunamis School of Ministry. I got the certificate. So I have everything to let you know, everything in my house. Look at it. In 2013, manifesting His glory. My full name is there. So please, I want my money back. We are passing through hell right now, currently in Nigeria. I will have to pay my workers. I have to service my life and service my family and live life, normal life. Please, do. I don't want to insult anybody. I don't want to make trouble with anybody. I just need all my tithes. Let's forget about the offering and the gifts that I give to churches, to not only in your center, in branches. I give to them altar and so many. I don't need that. What I need is what I have a proof of. These are my investments to heaven. I don't want that heaven again. At least I have made up my mind to go to hell. Please, I need my money. I'm no longer interested in heaven. Please, if you can listen to me, I will be. My knees are on the ground. I'm serious. I'm not joking. I need that investment now. I need that investment now. Please, Anamayo, do. If you get this message, you forward it to him. What I need is my investment, and my kingdom investment, my tithe is what I need. I don't need the offering because I don't have any legal proof to claim it. What I need is this tithe that I just discover how much I was paying then, how much I spend is what I need. If you can if you can give it to me, I will be grateful. I will thank you again, and I will be grateful. I will no longer mention your name. I will no longer mention your ministry online again. Please, I need this money. Personally, I need this money. I'm not a troublemaker. I need this money. I was brainwashed to spend all this money. I was not with my senses. Right now that I'm in my senses, I need this money, and I will be grateful.
Said in his video. So he said he doesn't need the refund for all the other offerings and many other gifts he has given to his church in the past. There are so many things that's done for the benefit of the vineyard of the Lord. So he says he's not talking about those ones. That all he needs is all the documented tithe he has paid in the Dunamis Church, that it must be refunded to him so as to keep his mouth shut and mind his business for good. Nigeria is the only place your pastor will teach you how to bribe God with your tithes and special offerings. They have reduced the value of God, placed him in the monetary scale with them. That is exactly what they have done. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, click like on my Facebook page, ring the notification bell, comment on this video. Do not forget to share this video. It will help the algorithm. Bye bye.